Aoyama Gakuin study abroad. Aoyama Gakuin Daigaku no Rugaku. Thanks to the Gilman Scholarship program, Gilman奨学金のおかげで. Hey everyone, my name's Nathan Mueller, and I'm actually an Asian Studies major at University of Northern Colorado. Now, I recently had the chance to go to Japan to do a study abroad program at Aoyama Gakuin, which is a direct exchange program between UNC and Aoyama. Now, I'm currently still in Japan doing an internship, but I will be back September 1st. Being a student at Aoyama Gakuin is always so lively and upbeat because it is located in Shibuya, Tokyo. Shibuya is one of the 23 city wards of Tokyo. It is also one of Tokyo's most colorful and busy districts, packed with shopping, dining, and nightclubs serving swarms of visitors that come to the district every day. It is also a center for youth fashion and culture, and streets are often the birthplace of many of Japan's fashion and entertainment trends. Since my major is Asian Studies with Japanese language, I wanted to study abroad in Asia to enhance my understanding of Asian culture, as well as further develop my Japanese language skills so that I can find success both in my academics, but also in my future career. Now you're probably wondering what kind of future career I want. Well, when I find out what it is exactly, I will tell you, but I have it narrowed down to Japan and education. The next most important reason why I chose to study abroad in Japan was to work on my thesis, which is currently on the Japanese healthcare system. Being in Japan allows me to get Japanese resources that I can use towards creating and finishing my project. Finally, I came to Japan to network myself. I have networked myself to many potential future employers, as well as I have surrounded myself by a variety of professionals who have helped me from getting an internship to helping me debate my thesis. And of course, I came to Japan to have some fun. This exchange program offers so much for exchange students, from watching sumo tournaments to seeing important cultural heritage sites. Before you arrive, you also get assigned a Japanese tutor who helps you figure out daily life in Japan, from getting a bank account to buying your first train pass. Overall, the quality of the program, with its many opportunities to do exciting things, makes this program an amazing one. Being in Japan, it makes sense that a lot of the classes are only in Japanese. However, if your Japanese level is high enough, you can literally take any class you want. Now, if your Japanese is not so high, you don't feel comfortable learning and speaking in Japanese, there is a lot of English classes to choose from history, economics, and etc. As well as some classes are either in Japanese or English. My experience has been better than amazing, and I have done things from drinking tea at the Golden Pavilion to climbing to the top of Mount Fuji and eating a hot bowl of ramen. I've had so many amazing, unforgettable experiences and have made such amazing friends. In fact, I have even been on TV several times and been to the beach more times than I can count, which, as we know, in Colorado, that doesn't really happen. If you want to find out more about what I did and you want to see the places, check out my YouTube channel dedicated to my experience here in Japan. My study abroad experiences changed me in many ways, mostly in good ways. I find myself to care about strangers much more than before, and I'm always trying to be more helpful, putting others' needs before my own. I also became very interested in Asian economics and politics since I have been here. One surprising change is how much weight I lost since I've been here. I not only think like a different person, but I also look like a different person now too. So one of the most important parts is, how much does it cost to study in Japan? Well, the good news is, because it's direct exchange program through UNC, a lot of the fees actually follow UNC fees, so it's actually rather quite affordable to study in Japan. Now, the only other thing is, you do have to buy a plane ticket, which a one-way ticket ranges between $600 and $1,000. Aside from study, living next to Tokyo is quite affordable despite being known as the most expensive city to live in the world. I managed to keep my monthly finances under $500 a month because I chose to do a homestay. You could choose the option to go with the dorm and meal plan, which is actually cheaper than the UNC dorm and meal plan. What's even better now is the Japanese yen is actually weak against the dollar, so it's becoming even less expensive to study here. I was able to afford my study abroad in Japan because I had a savings account which I had been adding money to for a while. I also worked 2 part-time jobs, one at an English cafe and one as a wine waiter here in Tokyo. Now, with a student visa, you can work up to 20 hours a week, which has been a really good way for me to afford living in Tokyo. Now, the thing that helped me the most to afford my study abroad was the Gilman Scholarship. The Gilman Scholarship is open to U.S. citizen undergraduate students who are receiving federal Pell Grant funding at a 2-year or 4-year college or university to participate in study and intern abroad programs worldwide. The scholarship offers a large sum of money in order to help students finance their study abroad opportunities. So applying to the Gilman Scholarship, there's some very important things you need to do. You need to pay attention to deadline and emails. Get your letter of recommendation from your teacher who knows you well. Give yourself time. You need at least 2 months to do this. Make sure you prepare your documents well before the deadline date because you don't want to be doing this last minute. Also work with your study abroad advisor and teacher. In fact, the UNC study abroad advisor is actually a really good person to talk to. Now take it very serious and do your best when you're applying. This is a large scholarship and this can help finance your study abroad. 見てくれてありがとうございました. Thanks for watching my presentation, guys.